What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Trailer Time, where we eat trailers for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and even a post-workout snack. Hope everyone's staying safe and healthy out there during these crazy times. Our hearts go out to everyone out there. This is Mohit and Jamel coming at you. Today we got something pretty special. Today's gonna all be about the trailer from a movie from one of our favorite directors, Christopher Nolan's Tenet. Personally, I was very excited for this trailer to come out, especially because I love Christopher Nolan, and secondly because trailers have been slowing down a lot during this quarantine pandemic time, so it just kind of gave the viewers more belief. And after watching this trailer a couple times, I'm confident of one thing, and that is that Christopher Nolan does not want us to understand a single thing about this movie.
Not the damn thing.
And to go off of that, Nolan himself is a cinephile through and through. He is a self-taught filmmaker, didn't go to film school, and someone like that definitely understands the natural reaction of watching a movie you know nothing about, and that feeling of finally understanding it. And this movie, and this trailer showcases that really well because it shows so much of the movie, but it still doesn't really explain a whole lot.
You know what's like super interesting about this trailer and the movie? Well, first of all, I love the whole like secret society, secret organization thing, which like easily plays into why the trailer's so mysterious, because some of these other movies, like Christopher Nolan clearly has a thing, secret underground crime organizations, because like that's easily what this is. I feel like, weirdly enough, it reminds me kind of like, I don't know, don't hate it. It gives me like National Treasure vibes, if that's a bad thing to say. Because I actually love that movie. I love like just the like good guys in crime type of thing. I feel like it's gonna be like he's you know, like a good guy who does bad stuff against bad good guys. Does that make sense?
Kind of, in a roundabout way, yeah. Comparing it to National Treasure, I think that's a first. I think I would love to see Christopher Nolan's reaction if you told him that, to be honest.
I'd probably be mad, but like, Chris,
he'd probably chuckle. Like, okay. If you explain it to him, he'd probably chuckles. Like, if you really want to go down that rabbit hole, sure. I'll segue into my next point about connecting it to his older movies. He actually does this with his trailers for his previous movies, showcasing a whole lot but not explaining much. The best example is definitely Inception. Both Inception and Tenet are similar in the fact that they are centered around this singular concept. Inception being dream invasion, Tenet being time inversion. For Inception, if you rewatch that trailer, you'll first of all hear the word dream thrown out a lot, so you obviously dreams are going to be an important part to the movie to come. But you really aren't sure how. And right there, I think that's what he does best. He makes you invest yourself into this movie through sheer curiosity and wants you to understand it. But the only way you're going to understand it is to watch the actual movie.
Which is the best part, because then we have to actually watch the movie and then, you know, lose our mind in the theaters where we like forget to eat popcorn. You know, movies good when you forget to like eat popcorn? Why I was eating it before the movie starts. Every time.
Is that why?
Not a drop left. Because it's so secretive, I kept looking for stuff, like fishing for what the actual movie would be like, and I would really love to see like some serious time exploration. Maybe they could save it for like the end climax. Like Robert Pattinson was talking about how like a certain scene, the airplane scene for example, would be like the biggest climax, but he said that's like scratching the surface. If I'm extrapolating, I'm like, okay, climax in the movie is like a serious time exploration, like go back in time, or like everybody goes in the future or something like that. Do you think there's any like, talk to me a little bit about some like the other phrases, like the messaging behind the show?
Similar to Inception, he doesn't explain a lot, but he actually plays it even smarter in the Tenet trailer, because the phrase time inversion is actually used in the trailer. And although we're aware what that concept is from the second it's said, and we try to wrap our heads around it, we really don't know what it can be. And like I said, the only way we can understand that is to watch the movie itself, no matter how much we dislike that trailer. If you want to go even further, the word tenet itself means a belief or principle that's generally agreed to be true. And I think that belief or principle is going to be this concept of time inversion that that is held to be true, but it's not this exact definition as we know. So they have time inversion, but from that I'm sure time travel can be extrapolated or explored somehow. I think it's going to be great because Christopher Nolan is a master of providing zero information, confusing us, making us rack our brains around what could possibly be the explanation of it, and still drawing us into this world that he's created.
Let's go! Let's hypothetically try and categorize it with other Christopher Nolan films. Where do you think is the... I feel like the Inception thing is too obvious, like a dark horse like Memento.
Could be. Memento is very much non-linear storytelling, and this Time Inversion non-linear is literally it's in the DNA. So that could be definitely a dark horse one.
Christopher Nolan's movies have hidden messages that relate to like society, like Dark Knight, for example, humanity, with Interstellar. Do you think there's going to be like a hidden message in Tenet?
It's a good question. I feel like in most spy movies, you generally just get all this action. But since Christopher Nolan's a very intricate, introspective director, definitely is possible. I honestly wouldn't know what that message is with a time-traveling espionage movie, but it's probably going to be in there. And once we realize what it is, it's going to blow our minds, I'm sure. There's
probably not going to be a god complex in this movie. I feel like it's going to be like a regular plain-cut crime film with obviously like time being totally
is another weapon for these spies and
exactly but I do feel like there's gonna be a deeper meaning. Like, he has a knack for not giving a very obvious statement, allowing the viewers to like come up with their own. And I feel like there's gonna be a general consensus after we watch this movie.
And I think, especially at this time, or when the time the movie's supposed to come out, having a positive message on society is something would definitely be a benefit. Honestly, it's going to be so bad.
I know. What do you rate this?
I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 5.
Okay. Any reason why?
A bunch of reasons. Honestly, just like showing off the time inversion scenes with the boats, with the cars, and that car chase that was happening in reverse. That was crazy. Every single time inversion scene, it just blew my mind because I was so like in awe of what was happening, but also just confused on how it was happening. And the fact that they are gonna crash an airplane into some hangar also was amazing. That's a huge stunt to pull off, and I can't believe they got an actual 747 to blow up. I think the actors are all going to be good. Obviously, you got Michael Caine, a staple in Nolan movies. John David Washington looks like he's going to pull something off really well. And I think this will be a great litmus test for Robert Pattinson before he dons the Batman cape on a big screen.
I'm going to give this 4.75.
Oh, wow.
And I'll tell you.
Tell me why.
Yeah. And I'll tell you why. I rewatched it probably like 30 times. And every single time I rewatch this, I noticed a different weird time inversion thing that I didn't realize before. Where like even the beginning when they're like going up the buildings, you like if you really watch it, you notice how they're like going back like they were falling. It's like the details in this trailer are actually like unreal. So like, if you're watching this, you gotta go actually watch the trailer a bunch of times. See a bunch of weird time inversion stuff.
Even though the trailer was awesome, you really don't know if you actually saw what's happening or what you saw was happening in reverse.
No idea. It's trippy as hell.
Yeah. So right now, the release date is July 17th. Crossing my fingers that it happens.
Fair enough.
Either way, this movie's going to come out in theaters, and it's going to come out in every single format. 70mm, 35mm, IMAX, everything. Watch it in all formats if you guys want. It's probably going to be amazing in all of them.
3D or 4D. What happened to 4D?
4D died a long time ago.
Bring back Shrek 4D. Alright.
Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in again. As you can tell, we're super excited about this one. Hopefully it comes out soon. Let us know what you thought in the comments below. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, all social media platforms. Subscribe, like, share this with any of your fellow cinephile friends, movie buffs, anyone like that. The more love we get, the better. Thank you guys again. We'll catch you next time.
Thank you.